What's up, guys? Got a Draftkings video here today. It's gonna be on the UFC Fight Night card, Rodriguez versus Caceres. So I'm just gonna go ahead and be sharing with you guys one of my lineups that I think will do well. Of course, you need at least 4 out of 5 to at least get a winner, I think, because this is gonna be like a GPP lineup. But obviously, you get 5 out of 5, you get that big money. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. This lineup, I can see finishes happening across the board, so let's go ahead and get started here. I'm going to go with my least expensive fighter first. Where is he at? So here he is. So Joe Gigliotti. So this guy has all wins by finish. He's making his UFC debut against Smith, Trevor Smith's, who has been knocked out before, and usually when he gets knocked out, it's going to be in the first round. Now, Gigliotti here is a fast starter, power in his hands, great wrestling also, and he seems to be a prospect here at middleweight. He is kind of small for the weight class. He's like 5'11", I think, and he just seems kind of small, like he should be like a welterweight, but he packs a lot of power, and a lot of people are saying this guy, could be like the next big thing, type of thing. Like, he seems like a really good prospect. Like I said, all wins by finish, and yeah, I really could see him here landing a good punch on Smith and finishing him on the feet or on the ground with some ground and pound. My official prediction is Gigliotti here to win by second round knockout, but it could be earlier, maybe it could be a little bit later. Either way, I see Gigliotti here getting the win. So I think he's a good pick here, even though he's making his UFC debut. So that's one of my picks. Let's go ahead and move on to the next pick. I'm going with there he is. This guy's a good pick right here, Ponzinibbio. So this guy is a striker, has tons of knockouts in his record. He's fighting against Zach Cummings. He's a durable, I wouldn't say like an average type of fighter. He has like good wrestling. He's just good. He's like good all around, but not great at everything. He hasn't been knocked out before, I think. He's very durable. But Ponzinibbio, the last guy he fought, Court McGee, is very similar to Cummings, and Ponzinibbio was able to finish him. And I actually think Court McGee is better than Cummings. So yeah, I really foresee the same thing kind of happening, again for Ponzinibbio. For him getting another finish. Except this time, I think maybe Cummings here will make it out the first. So I think Ponzinibbio here, guys, could get a second round knockout. He's gonna land a lot of strikes. He starts out really fast and aggressive in that first round. The only thing about him is that it seems like sometimes he gets tired, and they're fighting at altitude, and Cummings has better cardio. But I think if Ponzinibbio could put him away, and by 2 rounds, obviously it's gonna be all good. But I say in that third round, he's going to be tired, guys. So yeah, I think he should be able to get it done in those first 2 rounds, where he's really explosive, fast, and just a beast, with the striking. So I'm picking Ponzinibbio here also to get a second round finish. All right, moving on to my next pick here, going with a heavyweight, Marcin Tybura. So a lot of people are saying pretty much this guy's better all around than Pesta, besides maybe the wrestling. And I kind of do agree here. Tybura seems like he's improving his striking. His submission game is a lot better than Pesta's. Take on the fence looks good. If he could keep it on the feet, he should be able to just kind of finish Pesta on the feet, or at least land a lot of strikes. Tybura's fight against Timothy Johnson, which he lost that fight, was his UFC debut. A lot of people were saying in the third round that he looked really good, and he did look pretty good. So maybe he just needed to get those UFC jitters out of the way. And yeah, I really think Pesta here is not too good of a fighter. Striking is not good. I mean, he only has that wrestling heavy type of attack, but I think if Tybura could stop that, it's going to be an easy night for Tybura. And I kind of see a decision happening here, but at the same time I don't. My official pick is Tybura to win in the third round by a late finish, but this is a heavyweight fight, guys. This could actually happen in the first or second round. So yeah, either way, I think Tybura will probably get a finish here. If not, it's going to be a decision, but either way, I see him winning. But yeah, hopefully he gets a finish here, because obviously we got him here in our lineups. So yeah, I think Tybura gets a third round knockout. and that's going to be my pick for that. Moving on to my next fighter here, going with another heavyweight, Chase Sherman. He's fighting against Justin Ledet. So both these guys making UFC debuts. Sherman has all wins in the first round. I think they're all by knockout. Really good finisher. Good power in his hands. Doesn't look too big, for the weight class. Like, he doesn't look like a huge fighter. Maybe it looks like he could actually cut down to like 205, but he's a big guy still. Justin Ledet here used to fight at 205. Has good boxing and whatnot. But I think Sherman's power, and also Sherman has like a slight, well, not slight, but he has like a wrestling background to give him the advantage in the wrestling here. Ledet does have some submissions, but Sherman does have that wrestling to maybe take down Ledet. On the feet, I just want to say Sherman has for sure the power advantage. Maybe the boxing advantage might go to Ledet because this guy used to be a pro boxer. But I just really think the power is going to be the difference here. I think Sherman seems super durable, besides getting finished one time, but that was by a spinning back fist. It was pretty crazy finish there. But yeah, I think Sherman here with the power should be able to get this done, guys. This guy starts out fast. He just moves forward, very aggressive. And, as soon as he just keeps moving forward, it looks like it's just a matter of time for this guy to get a knockout, pretty much. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and just stick with Sherman here. If you guys don't like Sherman, feel free to switch him out with his opponent, Ledet or someone else. But I do think Sherman here should get a finish. I think my official pick for this was second round knockout, I think. No, first round knockout, yeah. So I think Sherman, first round knockout. Yeah, I think he gets it done, guys. So let's go ahead and move on here. As you can see, I got a lot of money left over, so I'm going to go ahead and pick the most expensive player on Draftkings, who's also a finisher. Where is he at? There he is. So Ishihara here. So Japanese fighter. This guy's a beast. Super good striker. Lots of power in his hands. He's fighting against Gutierrez, who in the UFC pretty much got laid and prayed his last fight. He's a multi-striker. Ishihara also has good striking, like I said. I think Ishihara has the power advantage. Also has better movement, and I just think he's gonna be able to use the movement with the power to land those clean shots, to land a lot of strikes and hurt Gutierrez. Also, Ishihara is aggressive, and also Ishihara is training with Team Alpha Male over there. Uriah Faber and whatnot. So he's gonna have also some wrestling. Obviously he's gonna have really good takedown defense, and also he's gonna have that wrestling attack. So Gutierrez, who as you can see in his last fight got laid and prayed, don't be surprised if Ishihara might land a takedown, a takedown or two, just to keep Gutierrez guessing. But I still see Ishihara here getting a finish, and yeah, he has 3 rounds to work with. I think my official pick was second round knockout, guys. Yeah, I think it was second round knockout. I'm gonna go ahead and just look that up really quick for you guys. But before that, let's go ahead and recap. So Gigliotti here, I see him getting the finish, second round knockout. I just think Smith's chin's not gonna be able to hold up to that power. I think Gigliotti's wrestling is good enough to keep it on the feet, and I just think Gigliotti is the better striker, so he should get that win. Ponzinibbio, better striker, lots of power. If he can keep it on the feet and not gas out or get taken down, it's gonna be his fight to win, and I think he get it done. Also gets a finish in the second round. Tybura, Tybura here. Also see him getting a finish. I see him just beating Pesta up on the feet. Tybura has some power in his hands, as most heavyweights, obviously, and I could see him hurting Pesta on the feet and finishing him in the third round. But don't be surprised if it's earlier. I cannot find my there it is. Okay. Next, Chase Sherman, heavyweight, lots of power, all wins by first round. Scary guy to fight. Yeah, I think Ledet's going to be in trouble here with the power. And yeah, overall, I see Sherman having the power advantage. The striking advantage, Ledet is a good boxer, but I just feel like Sherman has really good leg kicks also. And boxers are always prone to those leg kicks. So I could see Sherman hitting those legs for a bit, and maybe coming over the top with the right hand or something like that. Once Leites starts taking those kicks and starts waiting for those leg kicks also. So I think Sherman's power here will be the difference. They are making their debut, and these heavyweights that usually debut, they usually don't do too good. But I kind of see Sherman just winning this fight. So I'm going with Sherman here. And finally, the Ishihara fight. He's gonna get a finish. Right now, guys, I'm trying to log into my thing. Okay, here we go. All right, so here was my official pick for Ishihara fight. Yeah, second round knockout, guys. Second round knockout. Tybura third round knockout. Gigliotti second round knockout. Ponzinibbio second round knockout. And who else am I leaving out here? Tybura. Yeah, I think that was all of them. Sherman first round knockout. Alright, guys, so that's gonna be it for my picks. I think this is a very good lineup, for finishes. Obviously, one of these guys might lose. Now, if you want to say who I think might lose here more than the others, I'm thinking maybe Chase Sherman, because he's making his UFC debut. But the rest I feel super confident in. Even maybe Gigliotti not as super much either, but the other three I do feel very confident. So Gigliotti and Sherman, maybe those two guys, could have some problems maybe in the fight, but at the same time I still see them winning. So yeah, guys, this is gonna be my lineup. Let me know what you guys think. I really do see finishes happening for all these fights. I mean, maybe the Ishihara fight because he's a featherweight, but he packs a lot of power, so I still see him getting a finish. But yeah, this is a finishing lineup here, a finisher lineup, guys. And if it all hits, then we're looking at some good money. Alright, guys, so that's gonna be it for this video. Let me know what you guys think about my lineup. If you guys have your own lineup, share them, and so I can check them out and see what you guys are thinking. Also, if you guys haven't joined Draftkings, check out the link below. Click that, join that, and yeah, you guys are good with your picks, but for some reason don't play Draftkings. I suggest you guys play. You guys can make some money on there. But yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the fights, and yeah, hope to make a recap video after this. Hopefully with a winning lineup. Alright, so that's gonna be it, guys. Catch you on the